Our story begins in Athens, Greece.
A long, long time ago.
A tale of love, deceit, mischief, and magic.
Here we have our players.
Hermia and Lysander, two young lovers desperate to be with each other, in spite of Hermia's father, who wishes for her to marry Demetrius.
Helena and Demetrius, the archetype of unrequited love. Helena loves Demetrius fiercely, but he only has eyes for Hermia.
Oberon and Titania, the king and queen of the fairy kingdom. Their love is compelling, but so are their secrets.
Puck, the hobgoblin, Oberon's servant, and the enchanted forest master of mischief.
Nick Bottom, weaver and amateur actor, a member of the Mechanicals, an acting troupe determined to captivate audiences with their newest play.
And us? The
narrators. We are here to set the scene, provide you with clarity, and enthrall you with our acting prowesses.
We might also join the ensemble from time to time.
Momentarily, we enter into the enchanted forest as our tale takes off.
But let us provide you with some context before we embark on this journey.
Aegis, Hermia's father, comes to Theseus, the Duke of Athens, with a request. He would like Hermia to marry Demetrius instead of Lysander, who Hermia is in love with. He hopes that Theseus can set her straight and convince her to marry Demetrius. And now, a brief demonstration of this rendezvous.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the matter with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia, and my gracious duke, she is mine, so I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman Demetrius, or to her death.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as God. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
I do not entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not what power I made bold, but here I will grow. So live, so die, my lord.
Now, we cross the threshold into the enchanted forest.
To a place which Lysander and Hermia have ran away in hopes of being together, followed by Helena and Demetrius, both seeking love in their own fashion.
A world in which your young lovers will happen upon magic that transcends even their wildest fantasies. God. Go put it on quickly. I can't.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, for she as her attendant hath as lovely a boy, stolen from a king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy.
Either I mistake your shape and make inquiet, or you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery? There's that hobgoblin Cleon and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have a good look. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
I'll be met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Phillida, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy.
Why should Titania cross her Oberon? Go thy way, thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairy, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest that time I saw Cupid take aim. Marked I the spot where the bolt of Cupid fell? Upon a little western flower, maidens call it love in idleness. The juice of it, upon sleeping eyelids laid, shall make lovers madly dote upon the next live creature that they see. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Get thee gone, and follow me no more.
Unworthy as I am to follow you, what worser place can I beg in your love than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou do follow me, do not believe, for I shall do thee mischief in the woods.
I in the temple, the town, the field. You do me mischief, I, Demetrius.
Hast thou the flower? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. But take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but make it so the next thing he waking may look upon shall be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, for he may prove more fond of her than her upon her love.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Linda Fairy's song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence. Some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some war with Riramis for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Play me now a melody, then to your offices, and let me rest.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's sake. Love and languish for his sake. Wake when some vile thing is near.
You faked with wandering in the wood. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one bed, one heart, one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meeting in love's conference.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but gentle friend for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend, thy love's sweet altar till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer I say, and end life when I end loyalty. Here will rest me, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half the width the witcher's eye be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. He is he my master said, despise the Athenian laid. And here the maiden sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. Now when thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, whereso she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander, on the ground. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art which truly makes me see thy heart.
What thou about your Hermia? Lord, what thou? Your Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia, no, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Things growing are not ripe until their season. I, being young, was not till now ripe to reason.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Perforce, I must confess, I thought thy lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
He sees not Hermia, Hermia sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near, and here with all my high love, with all my might, to honor Helen and be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me, Lysander. What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Either death of you I'll find immediately.
And now, back to the place where Titania rests, appears an acting troupe, eager to jest.
Mechanicals, as so they're called, gathered to rehearse their newest play, the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Meanwhile, Puck observes the rehearsal and decides to have a little fun with Nick Bottom, turning his head into that of a donkey. Mistaken identity, trickery, and chaos ensues.
Is all of our company here?
You are best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here's a scroll of every man's name through all Athens, which is thought fit to play in our interlude.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy, most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I'm for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do, let the audience look to their eyes. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Flute, must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
No, it is the lady that Pyramus must love. Tom Snout, the tinkerer.
Here, Peter Quince.
You the lion's part, and I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray, if it be, give it to me, for I'm slow of study.
Well, you may do it extempore, for it's nothing but roaring. So, masters, here are your parts. This green plot shall be your stage. This hawthorn break our towering house. We shall do it in action as we do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
Sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that? I have advice to make all well. Write a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed.
Very well. We will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, let it be 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
Masters, you ought to consider with yourself. There's nothing more dreadful than the lion living. For there's no more fearful wildfowl than the lion living, and we ought to look to't.
Then another prologue must tell he's not to lion.
Nay, we must say his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck.
Very well. But now, how to bring the moonlight into the great chamber? For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meets by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play? A calendar, a calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Here you go.
Yes, it does shine that night.
Very well. Now, masters, gather round. Rehearse your parts.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a play torward! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, or rather I will make mischief.
Oh, Bottom! What do I see on thee?
You see a head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to fright me, to make fun of me. If they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here that they shall see I am not afraid.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. And I love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go.
As Titania and Bottom reveled in their newfound love, the four lovers approached the brink of madness.
Rather than anointing Demetrius' eyes with the love potion, Puck has anointed Lysander's. Now, Lysander loves Helena instead of Hermia. Oberon sends Puck to anoint Demetrius' eyes so that he may love her as she loves him.
Now, Helena is loved by all, while Hermia is loved by none. However, Helena isn't convinced. She thinks they're mocking her, playing a cruel joke.
Both men try to convince Helena of their affection, challenging each other to a duel to prove their love.
In an attempt to make all well, Oberon sends Puck to lure the lovers away, giving him the opportunity to apply the correct potions once all is done.
Oberon then decides he has had his fun with Nick Bottom and undoes the charm on her eyes, ridding her of her love for Bottom.
I wonder if Titania be awakened. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What's night true now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee to do so?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too, and the Athenian made by his side that when she waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so?
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Hast thou slain him then? Oh, once tell true even for my sake. Hast thou killed him sleeping?
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hatred presence far I. So see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistakest quite, and laid the love juice on true love's sight. About the good wood go swifter than wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg her for her remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand.
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then at once will two woo one.
Why should you think I should woo in scorn?
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what, my love, shall I compare this eyne?
Oh, spite, I see you are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. And now to Helen my heart is settled, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thine ear.
Thou art not by mine eye, mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love to fair Helena, why seekest thou? Me, could not this make thee know the hate I bear that made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Helen, I love thee, by my life, I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too, who of whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight, so lead these testy rivals so astray, so one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye.
My fairy lord, this shall be done with haste. Up and down, I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars yet? Wilt not come? Come, thou child.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. Here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge the spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Here will rest me, as I wait for the enemy.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, and sleep that sometimes shuts sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor maidens mad.
Never so weary, never so unwell. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. So here I will rest till the break of day.
On the ground, sleep sound, and I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. Now when thou wakest, thou takest true delight in sight of thy former lady's eye.
Come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy. Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have reasonable good ear in music.
Or say, sweet love, that thou desirest to eat?
An exposition of sleep do come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Puck. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. May all to Athens look back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Now wake you, Titania, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of a donkey.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while, Puck, take off his head. Titania, music call.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music, come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
These things seem far off and undistinguishable, like mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with a parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems yet we sleep, we dream.
And so, our play comes to a close. The four lovers return to their rightful pairings,
Nick
all
Bottom,
unaware of the events that transpired.
Nick Bottom, Peter Quince, Tom Snout, and Francis Flute performed their play to an adoring audience. News of their success rang out to the whole of the Athens.
Oberon and Titania returned to each other's good graces, their adoration restored, ready for whatever next they may meet in the enchanted forest.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, unless the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin will restore amends.